What's stalling your fat loss isn't your fast. It's what you do between fasts. Your metabolism is a smart thermostat. You've been fasting consistently, and it's noticed. So it's done what any smart system would do. Adjusted your baseline, lowered your burn rate. Today I'm giving you 7 rules that reset the signal. But here's the thing. Most people are only breaking one. Here's the setup. Rule 3 explains why perfect fasting can still fail. Almost nobody connects these two things. And the way most people break their fast? It undoes hours of progress in 10 minutes. Rule 4 fixes that. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which rule you're breaking and how to fix it, starting this week. Here's what most people get wrong about plateaus. They pick 16-8. Same window. Every day. For months. Their metabolism tracks the pattern. It optimizes. Becomes efficient. And efficient means burning less. The fix is metabolic variation. 16-8 3 days a week. 18-6 2 days. 1 24-hour fast every 2 weeks. The irregularity keeps your thermostat guessing. A 2021 study in Cell Metabolism found that mice on irregular time-restricted schedules maintained higher metabolic rates than those on fixed schedules. This was a mouse study, so we can't directly apply it to humans. But the principle is consistent with what clinicians observe. Your body adapts to routine. Break the routine. Don't let your thermostat get comfortable. When you fast, insulin drops. That's the goal. But low insulin has a side effect. Your kidneys flush sodium faster, and sodium drags water out with it. Many people mistake this fluid loss for fat loss. They feel lightheaded, think it's working, push harder. But that lightheadedness, in many cases, it's more likely an electrolyte deficit than accelerated fat burning. Here's where it connects to fat loss. During fasting, your body raises stress hormones to keep blood sugar stable. That's normal. Cortisol raises blood sugar through a process called gluconeogenesis, and it blocks insulin from doing its job. Now, if you're also depleted on minerals, your body is dealing with that on top of the fasting stress. More stress load, more cortisol, higher blood sugar, more insulin resistance. It compounds. The fix is simple. A 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt in your morning water, a potassium-rich food during your eating window, half an avocado, a banana, or coconut water, a magnesium supplement before bed, glycinate or threonate, not oxide. Replace your minerals. Reduce the stress load. Let your fast do its actual job. And this explains the strange part. Most people focus on what they eat and when they eat. Almost nobody focuses on when they sleep. But research suggests sleep timing has a direct impact on insulin sensitivity. A meta-analysis of controlled trials found that poor sleep directly reduces your insulin sensitivity. Multiple systematic reviews confirm that short sleep duration is significantly linked to insulin resistance. Chronic sleep deprivation makes it worse. In plain terms, poor sleep makes it harder for your body to access stored fat, even if your fasting is perfect. The fix: a non-negotiable sleep window. 7 to 8 hours. Same time every night. No screens 30 minutes before bed. Dark room. Cool temperature. This isn't optional. It's part of the fasting protocol. Now we can map the mechanism. You've been fasting 16, 18, maybe 20 hours. Your insulin sensitivity has improved. Your digestive enzymes are dormant. Your system is primed to absorb what you give it. And that's exactly the problem. When your body is more insulin sensitive, it processes what you eat more aggressively. The good stuff gets used efficiently, but the bad stuff gets absorbed just as fast. Think of it like a sponge. A dry sponge absorbs everything instantly. A wet sponge doesn't. After a long fast, your system is the dry sponge. What you pour into it matters more than usual. Break your fast with refined carbs, white bread, juice, sugary cereal, and your body absorbs all of it rapidly. The excess gets stored. In those first 10 minutes of eating, your sensitized body decides what to burn and what to store. Choose wrong, and you undo hours of work. But break your fast with protein and healthy fats first, and your body has time to use that fuel instead of storing it. The fix: break your fast with protein and healthy fats first. 1 cup of bone broth. It's the gentlest option for your gut. 3 to 4 eggs. Half an avocado. Then wait 20 to 30 minutes before introducing carbs. This lets your digestive enzymes wake up gradually, and it prevents your body from absorbing the wrong things too fast.
It's good to see you again.
And there's one rule most people ignore completely. It might be the most important one. Stay with me. Before we continue, this is educational content, not medical advice. Talk to your doctor before making changes, especially if you have diabetes, a history of eating disorders, are pregnant or breastfeeding, or take medications. If you have any medical conditions or you're unsure whether extended fasting is right for you, get personalized guidance first. There's no shame in that. Rules 1 through 4 are about what you're doing wrong. Rules 5 through 7 are about what you're not doing. Quick question. Of the 7 rules, how many are you actually following right now? Be honest. If you said all 7, you're in the minority. If you said 3 or fewer, you're not failing. You just haven't been given the full picture. And Rule 5 is the simplest one on this list. Not high-intensity training. Not sprints, walking, light cycling, gentle yoga. During your fasting window, insulin is low. Your body is actively releasing stored fat for energy. Low-intensity movement creates a demand for exactly that fuel. It supports fat oxidation without triggering the stress response that intense training does. One study put people on a treadmill, fasted versus fed. The fasted group burned significantly more fat. Another study found that just changing your eating window, no exercise at all, raised fat burning within 5 days. The fix: a 30-minute walk during your fasting window. Morning. In sunlight if possible. You get the metabolic support and the circadian rhythm benefit from the light. Now, Rule 6. If Rule 5 is the easiest, Rule 6 is the one that makes people uncomfortable, because it means admitting something most of us don't want to admit. When you're stressed, cortisol stays elevated. Cortisol raises blood sugar, even without food intake. That's well-established physiology. Elevated blood sugar raises insulin, and elevated insulin locks your fat storage. You can fast perfectly, eat perfectly, sleep perfectly, and still store fat if your stress is chronically high. Your body doesn't know the difference between I'm stressed about work and I'm being chased by a lion. Both activate the same stress response. Both raise cortisol. Both lock the vault. Remember that thermostat from the opening? Stress is one of the strongest signals that keeps it locked in conserve mode, no matter what else you do. And if you're thinking, I don't feel stressed, sometimes your body is stressed, even when your mind isn't. Poor sleep, overtraining, undereating. These are all physical stressors that trigger the same hormonal cascade. If you've been fasting for weeks and your belly fat hasn't moved, stress might be the hidden variable. Research shows visceral fat, the fat around your organs, has 4 times the cortisol receptor density of fat under your skin. When cortisol stays elevated, your body preferentially stores fat in your belly while breaking down muscle elsewhere. That's not a metaphor. It's measured. You can't fast your way out of a stress problem. You have to address it directly. The fix: 1 stress reduction practice. Daily. Meditation. Breath work. A walk in nature. Journaling. Pick one. 10 minutes a day is enough to lower baseline cortisol. The scale lies. Your weight fluctuates 2 to 4 pounds daily. Water retention, glycogen, hormonal cycles. If you're judging progress by that number alone, you're measuring noise, not signal. Track 3 things instead. Number 1, waist circumference. Belly button level. First thing in the morning, once a week. This is the most reliable indicator of visceral fat change. Number 2, how your clothes fit. Your jeans don't lie. Number 3, energy and mood. If your protocol is working, you should feel progressively better. Clearer thinking, more stable energy. If you feel worse after 2 weeks, something's wrong, regardless of the scale. Here's the framework. Pick the one rule you're most likely breaking. Start there. Don't fix all 7 at once. That's overwhelming. Fix one. Stick with it for a week. Then add the next. Remember the thermostat from the beginning? Each of these rules is a new signal. You just need to send the right one. A plateau isn't your body refusing to change. It's your body asking for a new instruction. Your body isn't broken. It's adapting. You just need to adapt with it. I'll be honest. When I hit my first plateau, I panicked. I fasted longer, ate less, pushed harder. My body just adapted faster. The breakthrough came when I stopped pushing and started listening. Which rule are you breaking? Drop the number below. I read every single one. And if you want more plateau breaking strategies like this, stay with this channel. Next video, I'm covering the 5 fasting mistakes that almost everyone makes. And mistake number 3. It's the reason most people stop losing fat, even when they're doing everything else right. See you there.